Hi, I am Sri. In this video, we will see how to use the arithmetical operator using Python. In runtime input, how to calculate the value, I am going to show that demo here. Before that, in previous video, I already explained about the type conversion. If you have not watched that video, please go through that video and then only you can understand what is type conversion. Okay. Before calculation, in our code, we have to convert that value. Okay. What is this conversion? How to convert that value? Why we need to convert? Everything we'll say it in a practical session right now. Okay. So today's session is arithmetical operator. Using that operator, how to calculate the two numbers, we'll see that. Okay. Let's start. Okay. So here I already saved my file calculation.py in my location. I'm using command window to execute the code. In the same location, I open the command window also. Okay. So now I'm going to give the demo for the arithmetic operator. Okay. So what are the arithmetical operators we are having? We have plus, right? Plus, minus, multiple, divide, module, exponential operator, and a floor division. So these are all the operators. Okay. We'll write the demos also. Okay. Name also here. So this one we are calling, right? Addition. Okay. This one is subtraction. Okay. This one we are naming like a multiple. Multiple. This one division. Okay. And this one module. Modules. This one we are naming like exponential operator. Exponential. Okay. This one is floor division. Okay. These are all the operators we are having. Okay. And using this operator, how to calculate the value, we'll see that. First, I'm going to use the arithmetical operator and I'm going to give the fixed value. I'm not going to get the runtime input. Okay. First, I will give the fixed value. We'll see the output for that. Okay. Code 1. Let's start. A equal to 10. B equal to 10. C equal to A plus B. Okay. I'm using the print statement. Sum of two number is colon comma C. Okay. So like this we have to write the code for the addition. Here I'm using addition. Okay. Plus. Okay. So now I'm going to compile the program. So how to compile? Python. What is the file name? Calculation.py. So give the file name. So whatever the values we are having here, it's added and it's printing the output, right? 20. Okay. Next, I'm going to use the runtime input. So for the input, runtime input, we need to use the input method. Okay. Enter a value or else enter first number. Like this we'll write it. Okay. And I'm going to remove this fixed value and instead of that I'm writing this method. Enter second number. Like this. Okay. So now I'm going to run the same code. See, it's asking the runtime input, right? So I can give any number, right? 2 plus 2. So what output we need for this? 2 plus 2, we need 4, but it's printing like 22, right? It's joining two numbers and it's printing the output. See, one more time I'm going to run it. 15 plus 5, 20 is it? 155, like that it's printing. So whatever the input we are getting in this command line, that is a string value. Okay, so if you need to calculate or if you're going to check any value, you have to convert that value as a integer type or float type. But now this 15, 5, 2, everything is an integer number, right? Not a decimal value. So for that, we have to convert that value. So how to convert? I already given a conversion method, right? Int. Like this, we have to convert it. Okay. So in the same way here also. Okay. Now save this. Again, you just run the program. So now we can give any number. So it's added properly and it display the output. Got it? Okay. So like this way, we have to use the type conversion. So for this purpose only, we are using the type conversion. Okay. Now you understand the conversion, why we need to convert that value. Okay. String to integer. So like that, we had to convert it. Okay. So now we'll continue the same code and for all the operators. Okay. So here I'm getting the runtime input, right, for this two number, and I'm going to use the same code. Say C equal to A minus B. Okay, this is subtraction, is it? Subtraction of two number. Okay, so in this line it's calculating the addition and here subtraction. Okay, now you see one more logic I written here. For the addition also I'm using C variable, and for the subtraction also I'm using the same C variable, right? So this is possible in Python. Okay, you can use same variable for all the logic. Wherever you need, you can use it, and whatever the memories we are having in that line, it will print. Okay, so one time if you declared any variable, we are not supposed to use it in any other code in the same file. Okay, in all the languages, but here it is not like that. Okay, so you can use the same variable for all the logics. Whatever the logics you are going to write it here, for all the logic you can use same variable. Okay, so here also I'm using C and C. Okay, but in any other languages you are using like that, it will display the error. Okay, so in, for example, if you are using Java now, we need to declare it like this, right? Int C, like that. Okay, but here we don't have a data type, so normally we are using C directly, variable name. I'm not mentioning any data type. If you declare the data type, no, in that time already that variable is used, already is declared, like that it will display the error. So again and again you are not supposed to declare that variable, and you are not able to assign the value for that variable. In other language it display the error message, but here it is not like that. We can use the same variable for any process. Okay, now I used for the subtraction here. Okay, now we'll get the runtime input, we'll compile, we'll run the program. So see, I'm going to give 25 5. So first is added two number, and here is a subtraction. Okay, in the same way follow for the other operators. Multiple, here we'll use multiple. Okay, of two number, then division of two number. division of two number, then module. So it's provide the remainder value, okay? Modules, remainder value. Let's give the remainder value. This one is quotient value, okay? So that's the difference between a divide and a module, okay? Let's see the output, then you can able to understand that one. So here it is an exponential operator. So whatever the numbers we are going to give, that number will be powered by the second number, okay? So that is the concept we are having in this exponential operator. In the same way, floor, so we are using, okay, floor division of two number, okay. So now I completed all the operators. Okay, now we'll clear this and we'll run the code. So whatever the input we are going to give, based upon that input, it's calculate all the operators program at the same time and it will display the output. So what I'm going to give, so I'm going to give the small number, so then only we can able to identify it, right? So I can give 10, 2. First number is 10, second number is 2. So addition of two number is 12. This is a subtraction, right? 8. Multiple 20. Okay, division 5.0. Okay, this one is remainder value 0, right? 0. So here exponential operator 100. So 10 is powered by 2 times, right? So it's getting 100. Okay, and how many times we are having that 2? Like 10 is divided by 2, 5. Okay, it's divided 2. It's getting the 5. Okay, so like this it will display the output for the division and the flora division. Okay, now you got the idea. So how it is executing here. Okay, so now we'll give one more execution. We'll give 15 divided by, so sorry, first number 15, second number is 2. Okay, so now you just see the output for all the code. Okay, okay, so like this it will calculate the value and it will display the output. Okay, so this is arithmetical operator. Any doubts on this? Okay, so now based upon this you can give some other code also. Okay, we'll give do one more code for this. Okay, CLS. Okay, so now I am given a demo for all the arithmetical operator in this code 1. Okay, so now I'm going to write a code 2. One more program I will tell you here. Code 2. Okay, so here I'm going to get the input for the A and B variable, or else we'll give mark calculation, like that we will plan it. Okay, so we'll plan it for the student mark. Okay, display details with the name, standard, and 5 subject, then find the total, the average. So this is the concept. Okay, so like this we'll write the code and we will see the output. Okay, so how to write the code for this? We'll write a name. So name is a string, right? So we'll get enter student, like this we'll write it. Okay, so standard we need to write it. So 10th, 12th. Okay, so like that I'm going to give th also. Okay, standard, enter standard. So like this I writing, I'm not convert that value. Okay, as it is string format I will get that value. So next I need to get the 5 subject mark, right? So I will use mark 1 m1 m2 m3 like that. Okay, int input enter mark 1. So if you need to give the subject name, you can give the subject name also. English, Tamil, science, like that you can give the subject name. But here I'm given a mark 1, mark 2, mark 3, like that. I'll give the variable. So for the 5 subject I need, right? So I need to copy the second, third, fourth and 5. Okay. And here also I need to change that value. 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. So now I need to find the total, right? Total equal to m1 plus m2 plus m3 plus m4 plus m5. Okay. So finally we need to print the average, right? So total divided by 100 or 5, directly I will give it. So finally I need to print all the output. Okay. So these are all the input. Okay. So I will give one message here, print enter the student details. So like this I will give the message. Okay, so like this I will print it. So this is user friendly look in our command line will get it. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. So finally I'm going to print the student details. Okay, so now first we need to print the name, right? Name of the student. So how to print it? I need to print a name. Okay, and then I need to print the standard, right? So for that STD. So like that I need to print the standard. And no need to print the 5 subject mark. Okay, directly I'm going to print the total right now. So we'll just write a total. Okay, and then print and average. AVG is a variable name. Okay, so I'm going to give that one. Okay, so finally I completed everything for the second code. Okay, so now we will go to the command and we will compile the program. So this is a mark calculation. See, it's printing enter the student details like that. And then I'm getting the student name, right? So I can give Ram. So this student is studying 10th standard. So that means we need to write 10th. Like this also we can give the standard. Okay. 10th like that. Okay. So I can give the mark. So 5 subject mark I need to give it. Okay. So finally I can get the output. Okay. So it's automatically calculate that value and it's printing the average also here. Okay. And I'm not printing the mark again here. So if you need to print the mark, you can print it, but it is not necessary. I'm directly printing the total and as well as the average. Okay. So like this, we can give the calculations. Okay. Any doubts on this? Okay. So next, I'm going to give one more small demo for the addition program. Okay. Code 3. Same addition program only I'm going to use it here. So how to write the addition program value? I already having the code right here. Addition of two numbers. So I'm going to use this. Okay. So see. So how many lines I written for the addition of two number? 4 lines I returned here, right? So if you return 4 lines, then only I can get the input, calculation, print statement, everything I can do it here, right? In the simple program. Okay, one more time we'll run this code. See, I'm getting the input, calculation, print statement, everything it's printing like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm using 4 lines, right, for calculating two number. Instead of this, I'm going to write only 3 lines. How to write it like that? Only 3 lines I need to calculate two number. Okay, we'll do it right now. Okay, this is a simple way, and how to write the code here we'll see that. Okay, so I'm going to delete this b variable, okay, and input from here. So instead of that, here I'm using a comma b. Okay, here I'm using int input, enter first and second number. Okay, so whatever the input I'm going to get, I'm going to split that input in a for the two variables. So for that I'm using split method like this. Okay, so if you write like this in single line, whatever the variables you are having for your program, you can get all the input in the same line. Okay, how to write, we'll see that, and how to run this program. I'm going to run the program. See, it's asking, right, previously it's asking first number, second number separately, but here first and the second number like that it's asking. So I'm going to give 5 space 5. Okay, so it's displaying the error message. It is displaying the error message. Okay, I converted that value here. Okay, so I'm going to remove that conversion. Okay, now before calculating the value, I am going to convert that value and then I am going to calculate it. Okay, why? Because this split method, it's not getting the integer input. Okay, so it's getting only the string type. So we need to write the input like that. Okay, so then we have to, before calculation, we have to convert that value as an integer, then you can make the calculation here. Okay, so that one I didn't return, so that's why it displaying the error message. Okay, anyway, we will run this again, so I can give the value. Okay, so now I can get the output. See, okay, invalid literal means value. Okay, so I used int method, right? So that's why it's displaying the error message. Okay, so like this we can get the runtime input, and not only for the integer. Okay, in the same way, if we need to give the string and as well as the integer value, for that also we can write it like this. This is not included in your session, just I will tell you how to get the runtime input in a single line. Okay, so that's for that only I'm given a demo right now. Okay, so now we'll see the name comma age. I need to get the two value here. So how to write it? I need to get input, enter name and age. Is it like this? Okay, and we need to write the split method. Okay, so now here I need to print the name, right? Print person name comma name. Okay, print person age comma age. Okay, so now in future, if you are going to calculate that value, we need to convert that age to integer type. Okay, then only you can calculate it. So how to convert it? Here I'm not explain the if else concept. Just for the demo, I will show you the small if else condition statement, how to write it here. Okay, and in next session briefly I'll explain how to write the if else concept and how to handle the expressions. Everything we'll see it briefly. For the small coding, just you will see that demo here. Okay, so before seeing that demo, we'll see this output, how it is executing here. See, I'm going to run this. It's asking name and age, right? So name and age in same line we need to write it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so like this we can write it. Okay, now I'm going to check that age. Okay, so if int age is greater than int, we need to convert that value. Okay, 25 is a string, right? So we need to convert that value as an integer type, and then I'm going to check with the 18 value. Okay, if the age is greater than 18, print person is eligible. Okay, eligible. Else colon print person is not eligible. Correct, right? Okay, like this we need to write the condition statement. Okay, so here small demo only I given how to write the condition statement. Okay, don't confuse about this, and in next video we'll see briefly, okay, why we need to write if, what is the purpose of if, what is the purpose of else, everything I will explain you briefly. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, so just for this program demo I given this. Okay, now we'll run this. See, it's asking the value, right? So I'm going to give Tom 18. Okay, so what is my condition? Age is greater than 18, then only it is eligible, right? So now it is 18 only given. Okay, it is not greater than 18. Okay, if I give equal to, greater than equal to 18, then it will print eligible. So here it is printing not eligible, like that. Okay, so now see, I'm going to give one more time. So 10, Tom 10 is a age. Okay, so see, it is not eligible. If it is greater than 18, then it will print the value. So we'll give 20 eligible. Okay, like this we can get the runtime input in single line. Okay, so now you understand about the arithmetical operator. Okay, so in next session we will see the conditional operator. Conditional operator using if else, how to check the value. We will see that in next session. We'll see this demo. Okay, I hope you understand this concept. Today we completed the arithmetical operator. Okay, plus, minus, multiple, divide, module, exponential operator, Floor divisions. Floor divisions. Okay, these are all the operators we completed. Okay, any doubts in this? Okay, so if you have not watched my previous video, you just go through that video, then only you can understand whatever the concept we covered previously, and then only you can understand this code also. Okay, that's why I'm telling. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.